Hey, good morning everybody, it's Carl. Welcome to the bathroom. It's Sunday morning, time for the Silky Smooth Sunday shave. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm hanging in there. So let's get going and I'll tell you about my week. Let's see. What are we using today? Well, Focus R21 Evolution, Permasharp Blade, second use. Boogers, I've been sick. I'm using the CO Bigelow Permasharp Cream Menthol Edition because I need the menthol. Turn and shave brush and the green Hegaa. All right, let's get going. It's been a week, man. Been sick all week. Come down with a flu or something. I'm not sure what it is. Today is the first day since last Sunday evening that I feel almost like a real person. Just haggard, run down, tired, fever all week. Couldn't get it to go below 99. Even with medicines, it would stay right around 99 and some change. So went to the doctor twice. Wasn't strep, wasn't the flu that they could test for. So I've just been laid up all week. Resting. Missed a whole week of work, which, you know, usually that wouldn't be a bad thing, but things are crazy at work right now, so it kind of needed to be there, but it is what it is. But yeah, so last night around, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock, I finally just felt a little different, like things were on the upswing. And then this morning, I still feel a little tired, but I haven't had a temperature over 99 yet. They've all been 98.6, 98.7. That's without any medicine. So I'm hoping I'm on the tail end of this. We got one more day off tomorrow. I'm back to work on Tuesday, hopefully. And things are definitely getting crazy out there with this whole coronavirus, COVID-19 stuff. At one point, my sweet work wife was concerned about me and she wanted me to get the COVID-19 test. The doctor that I saw didn't even mention it because I guess I didn't meet criteria. So I called the health department to talk to them. They said I did. They asked me to contact the physician that I saw to request a test. She, of course, declined. And so then the next day, yesterday, the health department called me back. I had already called them and updated them, and then someone else from the health department called me back yesterday and talked to me and said, hey, well, you don't really meet the criteria. You're low risk. There's no confirmed cases in your area. So you really don't need to get a test, which is fine. It's just frustrating with all the lack of information and hysteria and panic that's going around, not to know. And then the fact that I'm in the healthcare field and will eventually be tasked with caring for patients, to not know whether I may or may not be infected is frustrating, especially since, you know, I got to go to work and, you know, could I pass this on to my coworkers or my patients, but the experts say I don't need the test, so it's good enough for me, I guess. But it was frustrating. It's been a frustrating week as I have self-quarantined and stayed home and only been to the doctor and the pharmacy. Luckily, I have a handful of rolls of toilet paper in supply at all time, and I had gone to the grocery store last Sunday morning before I started feeling bad. So I had a little bit of groceries, and pizza gets delivered. So, which was funny because I did order pizza on Friday, and the nice little delivery girl came to the door. I met her at the door with the door open, and as she was about a handful of steps away, I said, "Hey, I have the flu. Do you mind just leaving it at the doorstep. I don't want to sign the ticket. Just give yourself a tip. I told her how much to write on the ticket for her tip. And she was very sweet and seemed confused. But, you know, she was obliged. She obliged and left the food at the doorstep. And she was like, well, you know, I've already had the flu. And I was like, yeah, I'm not sure what this is exactly. And with all the hysteria and nonsense going around, I don't want to take a chance of getting anybody else sick just because I don't know what this is for sure. And she was like, oh, that's cool. But it was funny. So therein lies the diet update. Been eating pizza and not great food, but not really eating a lot because I haven't been hungry. So I weighed in this morning, 194, which is a little bit up, but that's to be expected since I ate pizza for the past 2 days with all the salt and whatnot. So I'm not too terribly stressed out about it. Once this gets going, I'll get the meal prep back into production and back on the ruck and all that good stuff, and hopefully get back into my routine that I still haven't established in my new apartment yet. Still planning on doing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 video. At this point, just once again, even though I had a bunch of time this week, didn't have the energy or the motivation. And to be quite honest, all my stuff is unpacked in that cabinet, but it's not organized, so I will have to do a lot of digging. To find the proper items to hit the lists. I wish I could say that during this downtime I got a chance to catch up on a lot of weepers, a lot of shaving videos. I watched a few, but I spent a lot of time sleeping. I think more than anything, that was my biggest symptom was just the fatigue and the fever. I mean, I had a little cough, a little congestion. But it was just that dang temperature that I couldn't get down. Like I said, there were days. Posted on social media, there were days like it would stay 99.9. Even with, you know, a belly full of ibuprofen or Tylenol, which are fever reducing medicines. So, I don't know. Either way, I'm on the mend. Hopefully today and tomorrow will be the last of this, and I'll get back on my feet and get back in my routine and get some videos made and get back to work and take the load off of my coworkers. Because apparently I've been in contact. My work wife / boss lady has been updating me during the week with what's been going on at work, and our community health program has been tasked with spreading information and fighting disinformation about the COVID-19 to the community and the assisted living facilities and things of that nature. So we will be going around doing that, doing a public education campaign in cooperation with the county health department. So it should be interesting. That's the spot right there. Anyway, what is interesting is the shave. It's very nice. The Cremo slash CO Bigelow is working as advertised. It's not quite as mentholy as I remember. It's not the strongest. There's some lather. It's not the strongest menthol anyway, but I remember it being a little bit stronger, and maybe it's because the tube is on the older side. I don't know. But it's still delivering a beautiful mentholated shade, which is what I need right now. But yeah, it's been crazy, man, just sitting here at the house, watching the news, reading the internet. People are going nuts, buying up all the toilet paper, which doesn't make sense. Buying up all the toilet paper. The supermarket shelves are empty, which is ridiculous. Some of my international friends, is that happening where you live? Or is that just a byproduct of the ridiculous American mindset that we have sometimes? I mean, it's just dumb. Like, one of the local grocery stores has cut their hours so that they have time to restock, because apparently as soon as the doors open, people are in line around the corner and then everything is gone. I mean, it looks like people are buying hundreds of pounds of meat. Like, the meat cases are empty, the dry goods and the canned goods are empty. It's just dumb. The water is gone. Which I don't understand, because there's like, I don't understand why people would worry that there's a threat to the water supply or anything like that. I mean, I can see being concerned about the food supply, because if people get sick, manufacturing can slow, and, you know, transportation, interstate travel can slow and stuff like that. But it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's not that terrible. It's not the end of the world. Having a little bit of food in backstock is not a bad idea. I mean, my friends have historically made fun of me, and even my sweet, sweet lady friend made fun of me, because I have 60 days worth of food, you know, dried goods in storage. And I did that years ago and have kept it up, because you never know when something crazy like this is going to happen, or natural disaster or whatever. And you know, it's always good to have a little food security. And it actually came in really handy a few years ago when the water in town was contaminated, and you know, I had about a month's supply of drinking water in stock. And so when everybody was rushing out to the store to try and buy water, when the water was contaminated, the city water, you know, wasn't being cleaned properly, I didn't have to worry about it. And then as things calmed down, I just replenished my stock. So it was fine. And that's the way it's supposed to work. You're supposed to have a short-term supply of food and water for short-term emergencies. And that's my philosophy on it, and that's what the government recommends, and it's just smart. And like I said, people have made fun of me over the years, and that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. I'll have rice and beans and chili mac, you know? It's just frustrating. It's crazy. And I've watched some guys' videos, you know, I think Johnny had been sick and he's now under quarantine. I think Johan, I think I saw one of his videos that he said he was quarantined, whether he was joking or not, I'm not sure, because he's a jokester. You know, and those are in places where things are crazy, or probably a little more hard hit than here in the States so far. But I don't know. Anyway, what I do know is that was a fine shave. I'm not going to shave my head today. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to get rinsed off. Yeah, that was a fantastic shave. Beautiful, beautiful. A little, not the best down here, but that's how that always goes. A couple nicks, little nick there, a couple weepers. That's always kind of the way it goes. Finish it off with some Hegaa. I think the camera's crooked. I'm trying a new camera mount today. It's something I picked up at the store last week. It's basically a suction cup with 2 hooks on the bottom for the shower, for like hanging a shower brush or something. I figured that might be a little bit more stable than what I had been using, because the suction cup on my GPS mount was dying. So far this is okay, but it looks like I'm just noticing that the camera's a little crooked. So anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a good day. I'll check in with you later. Bye.